not give up. Thank you.
No, that's it.
No thanks. Impossible.
Damn. What is that? That's nasty, man. Alright, so you said Mog's egg cocoon, right? Tell me what you see here.
Oh.
This is it, right? Like, clearly, like, especially when you see this. Dude, I got up this elevator and I was just like, holy fuck. So this is tell me this elevator doesn't remind you of the elevator actually. Roman, Greek, yeah. The Mog thing is actually a really funny one, because Mog shit is inspired by something that that Tolkien wrote, right? So the in Elden Ring you have the Numen, which is all women, right? But in Tolkien's, it's an island of all men. And they get banished. And then what happens there is that... so not Mog, but Mogwin is the one that rules the area. So it's kind of like a funny little... okay, so we can up... Yeah, in Lord of the Rings. So not in the movies, right? But here I'll show you. So Mogwin's dynasty. Hang on. We'll get there. We'll get there. Lord of the Rings. So. Island of Men? Yeah, here. Numenor. That's the one. Numenor. And then Numenor is ruled by... Oh my god. Oh, my eyes, my eyes. Jesus. Flashbang, yeah, exactly. Numenor was a kingdom of men established on an island that was brought up out of the sea by the valor in the early Second Age, after the final ruin of Beleriand, culture of the Numenorians originated there shortly afterwards. Where is he? Where is he? Oh yeah, here, Morgoth. So not Mog, but Morgoth. After the Great War with the Dark Lord Morgoth, the Valar took pity on the three houses of the Aedian for their suffering and gifted the survivors the island of Elena that was called Numenor or Endor. But yeah, fucking homeboy just straight out came out of Lord of the Rings. I am the Elder King. Melkor. Dude, this shit is so funny to read, right? Like, when you go down these, like, rabbit holes, and you just kind of, like... You read all this shit, and you see all the references, and... The one that I found very, very funny was a, one of the... Oh my god. I can kind of see it in there. I got flashbanged by Zelda the other day. Paused as soon as the Dazzle fruit went off. Oh no. I didn't know any of this like background shit. I don't know how much you know of this background shit, but fuck me, man. Like, I was listening to this and just like trying to understand and placing it in like concepts that we know. You have seen this video on your feed a lot. So yeah, it's funny too because they're using like some of the imagery. Yeah, so the dwarves. The dwarves were never. They were not created by the fucking gods. Unlike, so the elves were the first. The 50 minutes turned you off. She's funny. She's just kind of like rambling. Or she tries to explain that shit like really fast. But she explains basically like how, yeah, like in the movies they basically, you have this idea that it's only one ring, right? But then she goes on about like how there's like I think in total like 12 or 13 rings. How 8 of the rings are elves and other 5 rings were made spread out, and how there's like basically Gandalf the wizard is like an Aeon, like a creature from God basically sent down to keep peace on the world, like kind of thing. But he's not alone. There's like five dudes, and Saruman is another one of those, but they kind of like get a lust for power, right? So you get like this, they're all kind of like getting swayed by different things. It's like super cool. Like it's definitely digestible. These fucking pictures and everything. So from what my understanding is that Sauron was also one of those Malar or Valar that were sent down, and yeah, he basically created a whole bunch of rings, and then one ring he created, but he tried to keep secret. So there's like all these rings that nobody actually knows about, but there's only like one ring that, you know, he basically created for himself. But yeah, all these elf factions have rings, and it's pretty interesting. So I didn't know like how deep it went, but clearly fucking Homeboy is inspired by the Divine Seven Towers, and you know, like the fucking Gnosticism shit. Clearly, but it's still cool, like how he's kind of like yeah, how he created his history. So like I said, the dwarves didn't exist, right? The elves were the main people of the world. And how then, you know, like you get these like these frictions, and how the gods kind of like work in that world, and the beings, and so it's, yeah. So I think she's done 3 now. Yeah, she's done all 3.